27th Amendment suspends changes in congressional pay until after the next election, preventing lawmakers from instantly benefiting from their own salary decisions and promoting accountability and fairness. 26th Amendment lowers the voting age from 21 to 18, acknowledging the maturity and civic duties of younger adults, especially considering military service and increasing democratic participation. 25th Amendment clarifies presidential succession and procedures for addressing presidential disability, ensuring continuity and stability of the executive branch by providing clear guidelines for transferring power in cases of incapacity. 24th Amendment prohibits poll taxes in federal elections, removing a barrier to voting for low-income individuals and advancing civil rights by ensuring that voting rights are not tied to economic status. 23rd Amendment grants Washington, D.C. residents the right to vote in presidential elections, addressing lack of representation and advancing democratic participation. 22nd Amendment restricts the presidency to 2 terms in response to Franklin D. Roosevelt's 4-term presidency. It sets a formal rule to prevent unlimited re-election and promote regular changes in leadership. 21st Amendment cancels the 18th Amendment, which ends prohibition and permits states to control alcohol. It recognizes the failure of prohibition and the necessity for a more realistic method of alcohol regulation and consumption. 20th Amendment changed the start dates for presidential, vice presidential, and congressional terms and addresses presidential succession. It aims to shorten the time when there's an elected official whose successor has also been chosen or will be soon, ensuring a smoother transfer of power. 19th Amendment gives women the right to vote, representing a major step forward in the quest for gender equality. It acknowledges women's suffrage as a basic democratic right, marking the end of a lengthy battle for women's rights. 18th Amendment initiates prohibition, making the production, sale, and transportation of alcohol illegal, with the goal of improving social conditions. However, it ends up causing unexpected problems and boosts illegal alcohol trading, showing the challenges of making laws based on morality. 17th Amendment sets up the direct election of U.S. senators by state voters. This improves democratic governance by making senators more responsible to the people, reflecting a move towards greater democracy and public participation in government. 16th Amendment allows the federal government to collect income taxes without dividing it among states based on population, enabling an important source of revenue for the government, supporting funding for public services and infrastructure. 15th Amendment prohibits discrimination in voting based on race, color, or past servitude, promoting civil rights by granting all men, regardless of race, the right to vote. Despite challenges in enforcing it, voting rights remain crucial, especially as we approach an election year in November. 14th Amendment gives citizenship to everyone born or naturalized in the U.S., ensuring equal legal protection and civil liberties for all. It's vital for civil rights, as it defines citizenship and secures legal rights for everyone, including former slaves. 13th Amendment ends slavery and forced servitude, except as punishment for a crime. It marks a significant shift in American society by officially eliminating the legal practice of slavery, showing the country's dedication to individual freedom and human rights. 12th Amendment modifies the procedure for electing the president and vice president, ensuring they are elected on separate ballots. This update aims to avoid confusion and make the presidential election process clearer and more efficient. 11th Amendment restricts the ability of peoples to sue states in federal court, protecting states' sovereignty by requiring consent for such lawsuits. It deals with issues regarding state protection and the balance of power between state and federal governments. 10th Amendment states that any powers not given to the federal government by the Constitution or forbidden to the states belong to the states or the people. It emphasizes the principle of federalism by restricting federal authority and safeguarding state independence and people's freedom. 9th Amendment ensures that the list of specific rights in the Constitution does not mean that people do not have other rights that are not listed. This amendment protects unmentioned rights, recognizing that individuals possess freedoms beyond those specifically stated. 8th Amendment prohibits excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Reflects the values of fairness, proportionality, and humanity in the criminal justice system. 7th Amendment guarantees the right to a jury trial in civil cases concerning disputes over property or money, preserving the role of juries in the legal system. It reflects the historical importance of jury trials in protecting individual rights against arbitrary government action. 6th Amendment Accused person has the right to a quick and public trial by a fair jury from the area where the crime happened. They must be told what they are accused of and have the chance to see and question the witnesses against them. They can also bring witnesses to help their case. Plus, they have the right to a lawyer to help them defend themselves. Fifth Amendment provides protection in legal processes, including protection against self-accusation, assurances due process of law, prohibits double punishment for the same charges, and ensures compensation for the taking of private property for public use. It protects personal liberties and property rights in court. Fourth Amendment keeps people safe from unreasonable searches and seizures. They must get a warrant showing a good reason to search or take something. This protects privacy and property, finding a balance between personal rights and law enforcement needs. Generally, evidence found through an unlawful search cannot be used in a criminal proceeding. Third Amendment prevents the government from forcing citizens to house soldiers in their homes during peacetime without consent. This amendment safeguards individuals' privacy and property rights from military intrusion. Second Amendment, it protects the right to keep and bear arms, allowing peoples to private weapons for personal security, defense, and leisure use. It supports the concept of self-defense and the shared security of a free state, reflecting historical importance placed on militias and individual rights. Supreme Court rulings have clarified that the Second Amendment protects an individual right to bear arms, but also allows for some gun control measures. First Amendment protects and provides a basis for the people's right to express ideas, practice any religion or none, report news, gather in groups for peaceful purposes, and demand government changes without fear of revenge, ensuring a basis for democracy and individual freedom. It basically guarantees freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. The Supreme Court has set limits, like not allowing speech that incites violence. Also, the First Amendment only stops the government from censoring, not private companies. If you enjoy video, then hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.